ihangane fiye. Ayiwe. Ihangane. Tugufashe gute?
Abashwe kuri musego.
Nakuraza sibyo bibi.
Yigirije umugongo wese.
Ihangane.
Kuko mbona ameze gutya. Ntabwo bishimisha.
Ntabwo byashimisha, nta n'uwo byashimisha.
Tubana njye na wenyine.
Oliver had a terrible accident when she slipped mopping 7 years ago. This broke her back. She had no money and her body started rotting. Both her and her sister had no way of solving this problem until they met Afrimax. They had lost hope. All they could do was crying. Oliver could not stand, sit or walk for 7 years. Afrimax showed up and made advocacy. After spending 7 years lying on her bed, just waiting for death, today she can walk again. This is an update. No matter how great the talent or effort, some things just take time. Try keep in mind that it's a long journey. It's not a race. It's all about staying focused. Time will come when tears of distress will turn out to be tears of joy. You know that during your first visit, the whole interview was full of tears. We were having very difficult time. I was afraid that I might lose my dear sister. But I hope today the story is much contrary. For those who don't remember this girl, she's called Oliver. She had a terrible accident 7 years ago that broke the back and other parts of her body. We found her when she was nearly rotting home. She could not sit, stand or even walk. Her sister was in so much tears. She had lost hope. She was worried that she could lose a sister. She was seeking the medical support. Afrimax stepped up and covered her story. From there, money was donated by Good Samaritans worldwide, which was given to them, hence going to the hospital. And today we can see there is a lot of improvements. She is now walking, though on crutches, but it's a big step. We are so optimistic that she is soon going to fully recover. After you visited me, by then the situation was difficult to explain. My body was so weak. I was very ill and I had no means to get medical treatment. And God made a way through Afrimax. And that was the beginning of the recovery process. People saw me on your platforms and went on donating, and finally you brought me the money. Oliver shares with us what followed after the money problem was solved. She tells us the journey to her recovery process. After we got money, the next step was going to the hospital, so I called my doctor and he gave me an appointment. When the day came, doctor said that there was a medical device missing, so they rescheduled my appointment. I had to go back home, but later the operation was carried out. It was carried out successfully. It was last Feb. I was given some new prosthetics. Then, to be brief, everything was carried and executed wonderfully. The next day, they made me see it for the first time for more than 7 years. And the pain I experienced that day was unbearable. Even when I remember that day, I again feel some pain. But it was just for a few seconds. They made me sit, then again put me on the bed. Doctors commanded me not to sleep in one position, that I should go on changing when sleeping. And during that time, for me turning around was something very difficult. I could experience so much pain when turning. They went on helping me to turn myself around until when I was able to turn myself around without a physiotherapist. And now, whenever I sit down by myself drinking tea, I wonder and ask God whether I'm the one doing this. There is a time when sitting and walking remained a dream. Due to poverty, I never thought I would manage to do it by myself. But as of today, my heart is full of so much praise that very soon I'll be even running. But when standing up, it was not that simple because after the operation, whenever they could make me stand, I could start shaking and shivering. The whole body could shake, especially legs, to the point I was afraid of even trying it. There was a mobility aid that slowly by slowly made me stand and then started learning how to walk like young babies. This girl is happy and praises the Lord for a wonderful work that she cannot overlook. According to Oliver, God cares for her more than any other. God cares so much for me, and I think He loves me more than anyone else in this world. Whenever I remember all that He did for me, starting from the accident to providing me with money, then standing back on my feet. This is an incredible work. That is the reason why I will always thank God. By when I was still ill, people could tell me that I'm going to die, and I also had that feeling that I would die. I could not have a bigger picture, you know. There is when you face a difficult situations and they make you lose hope. That is what happened to me and my sister. We both lost hope. I could picture myself dead due to too much pain that my body felt. I thought maybe dying would both help me and not feel pain anymore. Then it would help my sister not to worry anymore. That was what I had in mind. But God is the one who puts there His final say. I was given clutches that helps me walking. There is a physio who made sure my legs are strong so that I could start walking in these clutches. When coming from the hospital, I still felt too much pain, and whenever I felt too much pain, doctors would bring me some medicine. So far, the problem remains the knees, the back and the backbone, which are not yet strong, but you can see that we can now trust the process. It's just a matter of time that soon I'll be running, jumping and doing many physical exercises by myself. By when my sister was at the hospital, I made sure I was by her side and at the same time take care of this place. I had to multitask. As I said before, if you remember well, in the first interview, I vowed not to ever give up on her, no matter what happens. This sister Fiat reminds us the previous time when she was crying. She could not stop crying. Words cannot describe how happy she feels deep inside her. I was so curious when they operated her. I was asking myself what will happen next, and I was lucky enough to see her manage to sit. It surely made me happy that I immediately cried some tears of joy. Later, I saw her stand on her feet and walk again. Oh my God, I felt more happier. It was a miracle to me. I had in mind that someone who spent 7 years without walking, maybe it will not be possible. But from that day up to now, we are full of joy and happiness. Now, the challenges we have is that she was told she has to see a physiotherapist 4 times a week. But because we don't have enough money, she only goes there twice a week. All the money we had was used at the hospital. We're just thankful that we had got enough to cover all that process. And I once again thank each and every individual that donated so that my sister would get treatment. May the Heavenly Father richly bless you abundantly. There is a time when you think saying thank you is not enough. All I ask for them are blessings from God. These people did something great. They saved my life. They sent money, prayed, comforted, and some visited me. I thank them from the deep of my heart, and again thank the whole Afrimax squad behind this. Without them, the whole world would have not known someone rotting like I was. Thank you for the love, care, and support you showed me. I had always prayed God that one day I'll give you a hug and you'll escort me up to the gate. And today, the dreams came to reality.
Simbora nkubwira ngo rimwe nzaza hano uduherekeze tugende tugere ku muhanda.
We all live in the same house. We all must be part of the effort to hold down our little house. When you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, do something about it. Say something. Have the courage, have the backbone, get the way, walk in the wind. It's all going to work out. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah, and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.